Today I'm going to look at crisscrossing front feet. Why are they crisscrossing? If you've got loads of cows in your herd that have got like curly, crisscrossing and long front feet, then what's causing it? How do you fix it? And how do you go about trimming it? Well, it's pretty easy. Watch the video and find out. And hit the subscribe button. Okay, so here's cow 226, our victim for the day. As you can see here, her front feet are clearly overgrown. They're not totally ridiculously overgrown, but they're definitely needing attention. As she walks there, you can see the angle of her foot to the ankle is extremely poor, which puts excess pressure on the deep flexor tendon, which can cause all sorts of problems. Here you can see they are actually crossing over, which causes that horrible creak you hear sometimes in cows, and obviously the poor weight distribution can lead to ulceration and increased likelihood of white line problems because there's greater forces being put through them when they're turning and twisting. So now we've got our foot up, you can see there's a pretty substantial overgrowth, especially on this foot here. It's curling in, but it's only curling because of the length. It's not twisting like corkscrew claw. Corkscrew claw would twist like this, the actual peel bone inside. So we're just going to start with a routine trim and then see if there's any problems. So when you routine trim these, you might think, oh, it's a long foot, it's a long foot. We need to be careful because we can't take it back as far, but it's just the same measurement. So 75mm down this wall here, which is the dorsal wall, between 5 and 7mm on the end of the toe for both, and a good model out. So we've taken the majority off. I have skimmed across this heel, but only to make sure that there was nothing
hiding underneath. I could take that further back if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna, because I want more weight to be on this heel here rather than the usual dominant claw. So we'll just check the length. Yes, spot on. About 5mm at the toe. Yep. And I've modelled it initially with the grinder, but we're just going to finish off with the knife now. There's no excess around the heel, so yeah, that's pretty much done. This here is called pith, and it's basically where the horn is shedding away from the sole, because it's fairly dry where these cows are, and naturally in the wild the cow's sole would shed away, so that's basically what's happening here. So really you could take it down past the pith here, but we're not gonna, because I want more height on that.
Okay, so here's cow 226 fresh from her pedicure. Not that she wanted it, I don't think. As you can see straight away, her feet are much more natural looking. They've returned perfectly to where they should be, the right proportions. Hopefully you'll see that the foot is a much better angle compared to what it was before. It's far more acute, so the pressure is going straight down through her foot as it should have been, relieving that pressure off the deep flexor tendon and hopefully alleviating her of any sort of problems she might have got from ulceration and reducing the risk of white line problems. Anyway, happy cow, happy me.
So we've trimmed them up, we know what the problem is, and we know how to fix it. But where does the problem come from, and why does it happen to cows? How can you prevent it? Here is exactly what we're talking about. So these cows are obviously being fed TMR, and there's no bucket, bin, basin, trough for the silage to sit in. So they're reaching, and you can see here, for instance, this cow's reached a good sort of, maybe just over a metre to where she's wanting to eat. So she's splaying her front feet and pushing as hard as she can to try and reach the TMR that she's after. And this pushing, hello joke, this pushing causes excess growth on the toe, but it also causes excess wear on the heel because they're splaying their feet out like this. So they're pushing like that. So the obvious solution is push the silage in more. The more you push the silage in, the less they're going to be fighting for it, the less they're going to be splaying those front feet, and the less growth you're going to see on those toes. Like I said earlier, it doesn't always involve lameness. It looks unsightly. When you hear creaks, a lot of the time that's what's causing it, but it can definitely lead to lameness because of the uneven weight distribution between the two claws. So you're going to get ulcers, white line cracks, because the feet are now more susceptible to twists and turns because of the uneven weight distribution. So do yourself a favour, either get troughs, which are a bugger to clean out, or push your silage in as regularly as you can. Cheers!